it started like from a story of Gus Van Sant and William Burroughs. William Burroughs wrote like a book called Discipline of Dweezy, and Gus Van Sant made like a short movie about that. And it's really about the fact how you can manipulate people and to change your life and to make it easier. So it started like from this project, and I decided like to go back to the design world and to see like the power and the capacity that you have like to discipline people, like with your design, with like all the object that you are making. Designing is not only about aesthetic and function, but it's also about discipline, and also it's to give to designer the opportunity to go like to maybe a new field of action. You know, if you consider that designing just by discipline and forgetting the functionality and the beauty of an object, you can really consider totally in a different way the process of designing an object. You know, if you just start by disciplining something, and after you consider the functionality and the beauty, but it can help you like to come with new typology of object. So I look at a lot of different things, but for example, there is like the Disneyland Paris, which is a place where you can be disciplined to be happy, and there is a documentary which explains how you can be disciplined to help you to be happy. And the second thing is more Baden-Powell, who was like the general during the Second World War in South Africa, and so it disciplined people for more an industrial killing. So, and in second hand, when he finished working as a general, he created the Scout movement. So it was really interesting to see like how you can really discipline people in different layers. But in the design itself, like I think everybody is more or less disciplined. I have like the project of Object for Lonely Men from Noam Toran. It's more the idea how you can discipline yourself to follow a dream, to follow a fantasy that you have. So someone who is looking at a movie and playing the main behavior as the same as the main character of the movie. And after you have also Julian Raby who are also playing with that. And it's also, I think, discipline people not only by the object but also with the communication that you made around it. So if you want to discipline people, you need to start with like a fantasy. So the first thing it was like looking at what could be the fantasy of today in the design world, but also in like the general society. And I came up with the idea of the Black Sheep Camp. It's really speaking about all this idea of camp and how in those places you can be really disciplined in a way that people want you to be disciplined. You have like, I decided to work on 4 different layers of disciplining people and really playing with the 2 ideas, like really literal of being a black sheep, you know, like the animal, but also how can we bring it back to the design world.